Om Swastiastu. Hello everyone, my name is Veki and my number study is 220-5531007. In this video, I want to explain the Manufacturing, Engineering and Technology book, chapter 5. They have title Various Metal and Alloy, Production, General Properties and Application. So let's go in the next slide. The first one slide is introduction. Various metals are iron-based material that make up the majority and structural and mechanical components used in industry. The main types included carbon steel, alloy steel, stainless steel, tool and die steel, cast iron, and the last one is cast steel. So this material is low cost, or you can say chips. This material is very common in industrial mechanical people use this material. So the next slide is raw material by production of iron and steel. The main raw material used in steel production are iron ore, limestone, and coke. So we have three basic material to using the various metal. The first one is iron ore, second coke, and third is limestone. Next. Okay, we have iron making. The iron making process takes place inside a blast furnace, which can reach up to 1650 derajat Celsius and is tall as 10-story building. The main product is pig iron or hot metal, which contain around 4% carbon, 1.5 silicon, and 1% magnesium. 0.04% sulfur. The last one is 0.4% phosphor. The molten metal is tapped every 4 to 5 hours continuous production. Okay. Next is steel making. The goal of steel making is to refine pig iron into steel by reduction excess elements such as carbon, silicon, and magnesium. We have electric arc furnace, or you can say EAF, and we have basic oxygen furnace. This basic oxygen furnace is open with oxygen. This need oxygen. You can say BOV, and the last one is vacuum furnace. Okay, in this slide, we into casting of ingots. Casting of ingots after steel making, molten steel is thrown into molds to form ingots. Depending on the level of the oxidation, there are several types of ingot steel. Yeah, we have two. Name is kiln steel, semi-kiln steel, and remined steel. Remat steel. So you can see on the figure 5.3. Okay, next slide. Continuous casting. This is step continuous from ingot casting. So in this continuous casting process, replace traditional ingot casting to product high quality steel at low cost. So this casting is chips. You can try this casting cause chips for student. In this processing, molten steel flow from the tan disk into a water-cooled copper mold solidify into a continuous strength and then cost to length. Yeah, you can see on the figure 5.4. Okay, next is carbon and alloy steel. The carbon and alloy steel is its alloying element affect steel properties differently. Carbon, chromium, molybdenum, nickel, vanadium increases hardness and strength. Magnesium and silicon act as oxidizers and strengthen the steel. Sulfur, lead, and thulium improve mechanical ability. Next is residual element in steel. Residual element in steel: hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, tin, and arsenic can negatively affect the quality of steel. For example, hydrogen causes embrittlement, nitrogen can alter strength and toughness, tin and arsenic lead temper, embrittlement, or hot shortness. Next. Okay, designation for steel. Steel grades are classification using specific designation system. The most common are AICE or CIA system. The second is ISTM and UNS. For example, carbon steel are divided based on their carbon content. Low carbon steel less than 0.3 carbon, every ductile and easy to form. Medium carbon, high carbon, above 0.3 until 0.7%. Next is alloy steel. Alloy steel contains additional elements such as nickel, chromium, molybdenum, and vanadium, which in specific mechanical or corrosion resistant properties. Next, high strength low alloy steels. High strength low alloy (HSLA) steel are designed for a high strength to weight ratio and good weldability. The typical consistent of ferrite with small amounts of martensite or austenite. Application includes car bodies, bridges, and ships. You can see on the table 5.3 and 5.4. This table is show you about mechanical properties of selected advanced high strength steels. Okay, next is ultra high strength steels. Ultra high strength steels UHSS have a tensile strength greater than 700 MPa or megapascal. Typical types include DP, TRIP, TWIPE, CP, and MARP steels. You can see on the figure 5.6 they have a percentage of the strength of carbon steel. Okay, next is stainless steel. The stainless steel contains 10 to 12% chromium, which from thin protective oxide layer. This process is known as pacification. The main categories are authentic steel, ferritic, martensitic, personification hardening, and duplex. Okay. Next slide is tool and die steel. Tool and die steel are used in manufacturing cutting tools, dies, and molds. The main types include high-speed steel, MNT, hot work steel, H series, and cold work steels, ADO series. The last one is shock resisting steels, S series. Okay, you can see on the table 5.8 and 5.7. This is typical tools dies, material for metalworking process. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you very much and see you.